Hey, this episode is brought to you by Wolfpack Gear built for on the move. They have duffel bags, backpacks, meal prep bags. Wolfpack keeps you ready for your day, the traveling, gym training, everything in between. Tap in here. I'm putting it in the description. Shop Wolfpack and use our promo code POF Pod and save 10% today. Tap in. Mwah. Welcome to the Power Fisher Podcast. I'm your host, Sailor Gaze. We have a special guest today. Introduce yourself. That's dope. That's a cool name. That's a cool name. We're here to give you a day dose of friendship. Drink your water. Tell your mom, dad you love them. Whoever you with, you love them. Hit the like and share button, please, Father God. Do all that. Share with your friends and all that good stuff. Also, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. I'm so excited because I saw your content. Well, I watched like 2 episodes of King of the Hill. Okay. No, not ever. Well, because it's like I can't avoid it. It's like every time when I was younger, I was like, all right, shows in the background somewhere or something's in the house, or like I wake up to it. I'm like, I'll watch some episodes in the middle of it. Like I don't think I've seen like 2 episodes. No, that's a lie. I've seen. I think I've seen the season. So I think I've seen the season because my dad loves King of the Hill. My dad loves King of the Hill. But I was like, and then you popped up on my timeline. I was like, what is this? Then I went down a rabbit hole and watched all your videos. So I was like, and even from like stuff Saturday. So okay, so what is your what's your favorite TV show?
Show is King of the Hill. I think my favorite of all time is actually Breaking Bad.
Okay, I've got to the part where where Kristen Ritter died. That's it. That's why I stopped.
It's,
That's why I stopped.
I'm amazed you were able to stop. Honestly, I could not stop that. I've seen it probably like 4 or 5 times all the way through. I'm actually thinking of watching it again.
Damn. Okay. What's up with that rewatching the shows? What's up with that? Tell me why do people do that?
Oh, well, actually, there is like some psychological stuff behind it.
Oh.
Supposedly, it has to do with the fact that like if you know what's coming, your brain it's like more comfortable for you, kind of. And
Okay.
something about repeating stories has that like almost a calming, like safe effect on people. And I actually was looking into this the other day because I don't know if you've ever had it happen that like you're watching something you've seen a million times before that maybe has like a sad ending or something, and you're still in your brain. You're like, they're not going to do it this time. Like this time, it's not going to happen. You know?
Oh my god.
Like
Yes, you're right. You're right. Okay, you spitting. You spitting.
yeah. So I was trying to figure out like what's the purpose for that? Is there like an evolutionary reason or something? Because that seems like it's like I always, no matter what I'm watching, like I think it happened a few times, like when I was watching, I was watching Futurama yesterday, actually, the episode with Fry's dog, and I was like, every time I'm,
that episode now. Okay.
yeah, I
Okay.
had to turn it off before the ending. It's
My
just so
people. You
sad.
my people. My people. Yes.
Yeah,
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
every time I watch that episode, I'm just like, no, this time, like it's not gonna happen. Like this time, it's gonna be okay. And I don't know why, I just like get my heart set on that.
I love that. Okay. What is it about King of the Hill? What is it about? Why do you King of the Hill? What's going on?
Um, well, I just happen to have like a lot of knowledge about it is one thing, but in terms of why I like it, I really like the fact that it's very grounded in reality. It's like one of the most realistic shows of that era for sure. I want to say like ever. Honestly, I would like Smiling Friends, for example, is kind of known for having really good like conversational dialogue,
Mhm.
things like that. I love that kind of thing. I love stuff that like actually reflects real life and real conversations.
Oh, okay.
And I think King of the Hill, it's like dialogue does that. It's also the characters are they're very three-dimensional. There's not like villains and heroes for the most part. It's like even the villains have redeeming qualities to them a lot of the time, and even the good characters have like bad qualities about them a lot of the time. So it's not like you're watching a TV show so much as just you're watching some people.
Okay. That's cool. 'Cause I like your content's very like consuming because I'm like I don't even know what half this stuff is, but it's so addicting. Do you have like how do you like have you ever had like an interaction with fans? I know you're probably like known outside of maybe like if somebody like recognize you yet.
No, actually, so what has happened is that I've had friends who I already knew in like my book club and stuff who are like, "Hey Mary, are you on TikTok?" Because like I just saw an ad with your face on it or whatever. Um, but no, actually, the only time I've ever been like properly recognized in person is when I had a coworker who knew me before he started at that job. So apparently, from his perspective, he just like hopped on the morning meeting one day and was like, "Oh, one of my favorite TikTokers is like my coworker now." And
Aw.
then yeah, so he told me that randomly when we were on the phone. He was like, "Hey, we've been working for like 3 weeks. Do you have a TikTok channel? Because I actually follow you on there, I think." But I'm still waiting for the day that someone just like recognizes me on the street. That has not happened yet.
Nice, 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 nice. Okay. Also, okay, so like, all right, is this like King of the Hill's your favorite show? When you have like friends or significant other, do they ever go like, "Hey, why do you like this show?" Do you introduce them to the show, or how do you
So
do that?
yeah, I actually I try to. It's now one of the this isn't like an intentional thing, but it's often one of my go-tos for date, like early in the dating process
Oh,
because it's
okay,
just
oh,
like
okay.
it's like a really just like chill thing you can throw on in the background, and like you can be doing other stuff, or you can like kind of it's just a really entertaining show. It's a good kind of all-purpose show. But I did date this guy one time in college, who did not like King of the Hill. He hated it, and that was that was very interesting because what he would always say is he would be like, "Yeah, well, it's not even like that. It's not funny. It's like I don't even get what parts of it are trying to be funny." Like he just did not. He just straight up.
Damn.
I hate to be like he just didn't get it, but he just didn't get it.
Didn't get it. Because I was a hater at first. I was like, bro, we put this on one more time, brother. And I was like, damn, all right, I'm hooked. I'm hooked. I was like, okay, I get it. I understand that. It's a good show. I get why people love it. Did you are you excited for the revival? Are you
Oh
excited?
yeah, for sure. I've got like a billion videos on it.
I
I
well
like
I was seeing I was like, damn. She's like, we just got 3 episodes. I said, yo, how do you? Yeah, you were on it. Yeah, you were
yeah.
on it. I love that. I love that. So
I
you
don't
gonna do
mean to.
like
Well, I don't
episode
mean to.
review?
Yeah, I am gonna definitely like do some kind of. I don't know what format it'll be, but it'll be
Right.
similar to the Futurama revival. I did sort of like some whole reviews. I did like some kind of individual episode reviews.
Okay, so how do you do that? Because I want to do that eventually for like something I like. I don't know yet. We'll see. But I think it's
Well,
interesting.
I will warn you that doing an individual episode review is like very hit or miss in terms of like, if it gets attention. I've had individual. I did an individual episode of the first ever episode of Futurama. It is to this day my most watched video. It has like 10 million views or something.
Fuck.
So
Whoa.
yeah, and then the I would spend like 1 to 2 hours or longer doing individual episode reviews of the revival episodes. They got like 30,000 views, maybe like the good ones. Like they did not get much attention. So I'll warn you, they can be hard to make. Honestly, the only way I know of to make them is basically just watch the whole episode, write a script, maybe kind of make some notes about little scenes you want to show, like oh this is a good quote that shows blah blah blah,
Okay.
and just kind
Awesome.
of piece it together.
That's cool. All right. Have you been contacted by the show yet? Like, what we doing? Like, have they not like?
No, well, not exactly. So I do know some of the people that have worked on it. I'm TikTok friends with Michael Jamin, who's a writer, Jonathan Joss, who voiced John Redcorn, and I want to say maybe one other person. And then I'm friends with Billy West on Facebook, although I don't like ever talk to him. Um, but
Okay.
the closest I've ever gotten, I think, is that Hulu did ask me to do the Futurama revival ad, and they sort of hinted at one point that they were maybe going to ask me to do. Oh, actually, so they hinted they were going to have me do an ad for this revival, the King of the Hill revival, and then also when I was doing a live the other day, the King of the Hill official TikTok channel like popped in and was like tagging me and stuff.
That's so cool. That's so awesome. That's so cool. Oh, that's awesome, man. That's so cool. I guess. Damn. All right, who's your favorite character?
Probably I used to say Min, but I think it might be a tie between Min and Boomhauer.
Okay. 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 How many episodes have you ever watched of King of the Hill in a day?
Oh, I mean, I've seen all of them. Like total, probably like 1,000 episodes. Like it's
I mean, like one sitting. How much have you ever watched in one
in one
sitting?
sitting. I mean, I don't know. That's hard to say. I've probably at some point spent the whole day watching it. I don't know when that would have been,
Mm.
but I imagine at some point.
Is there another show well besides Futurama that you're obsessed with like this?
Yeah, so Futurama, Simpsons, I wouldn't say I'm obsessed with, but that has a lot of like lore and fun facts. And my siblings both love the Simpsons. Love the Simpsons. My siblings love the Simpsons, and they're actually, I think, part of the reason I got so interested in cartoons is like they would always have. When I was a little kid, they always had these crazy facts about the Simpsons that both of them like just knew. they would be like, "Oh, you know the episode blah blah blah," and I was like, "How do you know episode? Like, where are you getting this? This was like early internet days. I still don't know where they got like all this information from." But I was like, "Dang it, I want to learn all this cool stuff. I want to like have all the cartoon facts." And now I have all the cartoon facts.
That's awesome. That's so cool. Yeah, you what you do is very cool. When making your videos, what's like the hardest part?
Uh, Depends on the video. I think honestly, editing. And just like the fact that it can take a lot of takes to say things right. So, like, when you see someone on TikTok who posts like a rant of them talking without cuts for 1 minute, there's a very good chance they did that like several takes because it's really hard to avoid saying or just tripping over my words. And also, I always have to rewatch the video like 3 times to make sure I didn't say anything in there that's going to get misinterpreted because like it's gosh, like it really is like if you say you like pancakes, they think you hate waffles, kind of thing. Like if you don't, sometimes I
Yeah,
feel like my videos are like 10 minutes long because I keep being like, and I don't mean blah blah blah, and I'm not talking about blah blah blah, and yes, I'm aware that blah blah blah. I'm like,
yeah, I got cooked a lot. Yeah, I got cooked a lot. Yeah, I have to be very careful when I'm like, hey, wait, wait. What's the most? Well, you know what? Give me 5 King of the Hill hot takes.
if I'm King of the Hill hot takes, let's see. Um, I think, well, first of all, I don't know if this is a hot take, but Peggy is a good character, and she is not at all the worst character, and it's ridiculous that people think she is when Cotton and Buck Strickland and Nancy exist.
Okay.
Um, I feel like a lot of my hot takes are just like disagreeing with other people. Like, no way Bill is Bobby's dad. Some people think that. Zero chance that that is the case. Um, I think that it's more it's more politically nuanced than some people want to admit. A lot of people want to think like everyone wants to think it's their side. Like people on the right want to think that it's a right show. People on the left want to think it's a left show. It's not either. It's like it's very balanced. It's just supposed to be bipartisan. Um, I guess centrist is the wrong word because it's not even that. It's just like showing life. It's just like a neutral perspective.
Okay, that's so cool. All right, awesome. What uh um what is the most controversial thing about King of the Hill?
The most controversial thing about it, well, something kind of controversial is that Khan was voiced by a white guy in the original run, but he's not going to be in the revival. He'll be voiced by an Asian guy. Um, so that was pretty controversial. I think, hmm, a lot of people also hated Lucky when Lucky was added to the show.
All right. Also, okay. Oh well, you know what? All right, we'll do. Hold on. What episode should somebody watch for King of the Hill? Just like any of them, or just the first one, or just what would you recommend somebody to watch?
That's a good question. I think, I mean, honestly, my brain kind of initially goes to "That's My Purse," like the groin kicking episode. I actually don't love that episode. I don't hate it, but it's not my favorite. But a lot of people seem to love it, and I feel like that's a really accessible, like easy one. Especially if it let's say someone likes Family Guy, I would probably have them watch that episode. It's like some of the most Family Guy humor. Gosh, I'm trying to think if there's like a better, like just sort of good, well-rounded episode. I would probably say something from like the mid seasons, and then depending on whether the person wants something that's a little more heartfelt or more funny, I would pick something from there.
Oh, I love it. I love it. What? All right. On a scale of 1 to 10, how nerdy are? Wait, no. Oh, wait, no. My favorite question. Wait, that's my favorite question. Wait, I have so many questions. I have so many. I got notes and everything. Hold on. All right. What's your dream King of the Hill crossover?
My dream King of the Hill crossover. King of the Hill, probably King of the Hill and Futurama. I don't know what the hell that would look like, but
Look, if they can do justice to the Flintstones, I think they can do King of the Hill and Futurama. I think they can do it.
yeah, they did do a Simpsons Futurama crossover.
See, anything's possible. Anything's possible. Okay. Now we have the podcast questions. What on a scale of 1 to 10, how nerdy are you?
Like probably a 9 or a 10. I'm like super super nerdy.
Okay. I like it. Because just people are like, oh, I'm a 4, I'm a 5. I'm like, nah. Like, do you collect action figures?
Not exactly. I do collect dolls. It's
Oh,
embarrassing to
okay.
say, but
Okay, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. What kind of dolls?
like I've got like a Barbie, like the one of Margot Robbie in the dress, like in the original box. Honestly, it's very silly, but when I was a kid, I didn't get all the dolls that I wanted, and now I'm an adult, so I just buy them and
Yeah,
they're pretty.
get that.
Like,
Get that.
this is what I mean
Yeah.
when I say I'm a nerd. Like, I'm kind of the girl version of a nerd, where I just have like weird collections of dolls to scare people that come to my house, and these are my toys.
Hey, hey, that's wrong with that. I have Wonder Woman Barbies. I have Wonder Woman's my favorite character. I got Wonder Woman Barbies. So I'm excited. But all right. Another question is, what is your favorite nerdy possession that you have? Your
My
nerdy
favorite
thing.
nerdy possession that I have. I think probably my. Do you know the band They Might Be Giants?
They might be giants. What's their? Give me what's their song? What's their song?
Birdhouse in Your Soul is like probably their most famous, and then they did a bunch of theme songs. Like they did the Malcolm in the Middle theme song.
I know that. Okay. All right. I know them. Okay.
So
Okay.
the song "Birdhouse in Your Soul" is about a a canary shaped nightlight. Like it's from the perspective of a nightlight. So that gives you a sense of what kind of band they are. Um,
Okay.
and my dad for Christmas one year got me. It's in my bathroom right now. He got me an actual like canary shaped nightlight that is like supposed to be a reference to that song, basically.
Awesome. Okay. Okay. You sing. You sing.
Oh yeah,
Yo, that caught me off guard. That caught me off guard. Okay. Do you? All right. So, music. Who's your favorite artist?
They Might Be Giants.
Okay. Give me your top five.
Top five. Okay, I like They Might Be Giants. Lately I've been listening to a lot of Marina. I really like her.
Okay.
Also really like Chappell Roan lately. Um, I'm gonna let's see. I don't know. The only one that's like permanent always is They Might Be Giants. But lately I've been listening to like Chappell Roan, uh, Marina, Olivia Rodrigo. Gosh, what else? I also really like Jonathan Colton. He's very similar to They Might Be Giants. And it's really random, but I do also like Owl City.
Okay. Okay. Also different. Who's your favorite like voice? Who's your favorite voice? Do you have a favorite voice?
Like singing voice.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I have found that like I really like voices where they kind of can do a lot of range with them, like can do sort of deeper voices or like kind of more funny voices. So that's part of what I like about They Might Be Giants, and also Marina. I think that's her doing all the voices. She like does a whole spectrum of like voice acting stuff on her songs.
Do you have a favorite voice actor?
Favorite voice actor? Ooh, I do. I really like John DiMaggio, just
Oh
because he's
shit.
like a really cool guy. And I love the fact that he was like he risked his job on Futurama to get better pay for not just him but also his co-stars.
Yes.
And I love the fact that he is really like self-referential. And I don't know if you know, so there's a scene in Futurama that has like an Adventure Time crossover because he also did the voice for Jake the dog.
Oh shit.
So yeah, I love that, and I just love that like there's a scene with Jake the dog like arguing with Bender basically.
That's so cool. Yeah, I like his Joker. His Joker's fire. His Joker's fire. He's pretty good. What? Okay, I got that. All right, I got that. I got. Hold on. All right. What is your favorite thing to do in the morning when you wake up?
Favorite thing to do in the morning when I wake up? Uh, well, on so I don't drink caffeine, but I love coffee. So
Okay.
a perfect morning would involve me but I can't make my own decaf because it always comes out really disgusting when I do. I don't know why. But
Mhm.
so the perfect morning would involve me going to a coffee place like Dunkin' Donuts probably because where I live there's literally like four within a mile of like where I live.
Damn.
um, so it would involve going to Dunkin' Donuts or something like that and getting someone else has to make it someone else making me a decaf and it will be super delicious. And then ideally, coming back and watching it. I also sometimes like to make TikToks early in the morning when I'm still in kind of morning brain. I actually recorded one right before this, which I haven't posted yet.
What? Oh, you got okay. Damn. Okay, that's dope. Okay, you got it like that. Okay, that's awesome. Okay. All right. All right. What you read books? Do you read comics? Have you ever read comics?
Yeah, so I don't like actively read comics. I like them. I just don't like. I don't know. I just like don't read them a lot. I guess if that makes sense.
Okay.
The last one that I read like a couple years ago was the Futurama Simpsons crossover comic.
Okay.
Not to be
Okay.
confused with the Simpsons crossover Special, which was a TV
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Do you have a favorite comic book character?
Favorite comic book character? I feel like I do, and I can't think who it is. I honestly, the Simpsons comics in general actually are quite good, like for what they
Okay.
are.
Okay.
My brain is for some reason going to like Felix the Cat. I
Oh,
think
what the?
I know
Yo. Okay.
that's random, but I do
That's
like.
that's that's the first. That's the thing. The cat. I haven't heard that in a long time.
I don't know why that's where my brain goes. I think just because
Oh.
I didn't even like read a lot of that comic or anything, but I just like him as a character, and
Mhm.
I like the fact that he's sort of a symbol of early animation and like early, the jump from 2D to from like still images to animation.
Okay, Felix the cat. Shout out to Felix the cat. Shout out to Felix the cat. Shout out to Felix the cat. That's dope. Okay. Oh, we cooking. You cooking? Okay. All right, what's your favorite comic book movie or superhero movie? Do you have whatever?
Mm, Probably the original. I think yeah, probably the original Spider-Man movies. Um,
Oh.
yeah, I will be honest with Marvel. There are so many. I just like cannot keep up with them or like remember.
That is the that is the problem that they're trying to fix. They're trying to fix that problem. That's a lot. I'm not
Yeah, so
gonna
I
lie.
think the earlier ones before they added like all the extended lore that I had to know,
Yeah.
I kind of like a little better. I also like the original Avengers is good. The
Okay.
original Guardians of the Galaxy is good.
Okay. You spit. Okay. It's favorite comic book character. Favorite comic book. Okay. Is there any comic book characters you dislike?
That I dislike. Well, I know there's a lot that are like I know a lot of comics are like very sexist. Like they kind of use the traditional art as an excuse to like do some really sexist stuff. So I don't know if I
Yeah.
can give you an example, but like I used to watch Linkara a lot. I don't know if you know him. He does comic book reviews, or at least he used to. He's actually like one of the people that inspired me to like become a content creator. But he would talk a lot about comics that are just like they got the most ridiculous things in them. Like there's one about a guy who was like a superhero that was like a truck driver or something, and like really weird stuff like that.
There's always something like wild. It's getting better now.
Oh,
It's getting better
and
now.
there's one he did called Bimbos in Time.
Okay, all right. I know he's reading, but he wilding. What's he reading? Okay, all right. I know.
No,
Yo,
he's actually like really pro women's rights and all that.
yeah,
But he like
that's what I know. That's why it's kind of funny because I was like, wait, I know those books. Those books are wild. Those books are crazy.
have you heard of him?
There's like a ton of like there's a ton of like Xenoscope. Sometimes we wilding with like Mary Little Red Riding Hood and all types of stuff. It's like I'm like, all right, man. Like it's weird. It's just I get something for everybody, but I'm like, all right. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to judge. But it's just weird. Cause you see it when you buy comics, it's like boom, 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 boom. It's like, why is that
Yeah,
right
it's
there?
like they're all, like it's such a wide variety of like content, but it's all just sold in the same section of the store.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I'm like, you should probably put that in like the bag, brother, or like a thing, or like in Blockbuster, you have the thing in the bag or something, or just it is weird to see that like comic books we're seeing that. Like I'm like, why is there like that things are out and they're like kids here? Or like it's just I don't know. It's just not, but it is it's getting better. God, thank God, it's getting better. We're making progress. And that man, please, we're making progress. We're making progress. Okay. Do you have? All right. I asked you your least favorite comic book character. Do you have? Hmm, do you have a least favorite? What's your least favorite topic to talk about?
My least favorite topic to talk about.
Yeah, or that you get asked about like a lot. Like you get
Oh,
like,
that I get asked about.
like you be like, all right, man, damn, like why?
Well, let's see. I mean, one thing is when people ask me about like, is Bill Bobby's father, and I'm just like, no, like for so many reasons, no, he's not.
Mhm.
Um, or like about Peggy and like why she is a horrible person. Oh, also people often ask me like, why do I talk out of one side of my face? Which I didn't realize I did until I started making TikToks. The answer is it's genetic, but I like to tell people I was cursed by a witch or that I was poisoned or like something along those lines.
Oh shit! What? I didn't know. Oh fuck! Wait. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I see that. I didn't notice that before. Okay. Interesting. Why did it? That's people are weird. People are weird, man. What's something you get DM most about?
I get DM'd a lot about like a lot of people like to tag me in like just random King of the Hill clips. I think they just are scrolling on their FYP and they're like, King of the Hill, I have to tag Marianne. Like she has to be in this. Um, and then I'll sometimes get DMs that are just like, did you see blah blah blah? And it's like, yes, I did see blah blah blah. I made 3 videos on it. If you would like go to my page.
Check it out. Check it out.
Um,
Check my page out.
or sometimes I'll get ones that are just like, hey, you're really pretty, or like kind of trying to flirt with me. And then it's like they don't even have a photo. And it's like, what were you trying to accomplish here?
No,
like,
don't
even
do
if
that.
I wanted to, like,
yeah. Why? That's scary. You don't do that. All right. If you don't know this person, don't do that. Okay. PSA. Don't do that. Okay. If only if it's wanted, but don't do it. You make people nervous. Okay. Damn. All right. What is your favorite thing? Oh, well, what's your favorite season?
my favorite season. That's a hard one. Probably. Oh wait, season of the year or like season of King of the Hill?
Oh, I was King of the Hill. My bad. So what's your favorite season of King of the Hill?
Yeah, probably. Well, my favorite episode is in season 2. My favorite season would probably be like, I want to say 4 or 5. Are kind of in that sweet spot. I feel like most shows like 4 and 5 are really the spot where it's kind of like peaked, or like is the classic episodes.
All right, when you rewatch the show, how do you do it? Like 1 a day, 2 a day, a season a day? I'm not judging, but how do you?
Well, I really kind of treated it mostly like any other show. Actually, there was a period where I really wasn't watching that much King of the Hill because I was like, I was doing it so much for TikTok that I was like, I didn't really feel a need to do it outside of that. But I actually, the last like month or so, I've been rewatching not the entire series, but the more modern episodes because those I haven't seen as many times. So for that, I literally just like put it on in the background and like let it play all the way through. And yeah, I actually got laid off last week, so I've had a lot of free time.
Aw, no.
Well, I've had a lot of free time. So
okay, true. Hire her, Fox, Hulu, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's hire you. You're really good at it.
Thanks, but yeah, I've had a lot of time because of that, and I found myself just kind of like leaving it on in the background, and sometimes if I'm like making a video on a certain episode, sometimes I'll be like, okay, I want to make a video talking about this episode. And in that case, I will watch that episode and maybe a couple of related ones to make the video. But other than that, it'll kind of just be, if I am watching it, I'll leave it on in the background. Or actually, sometimes, like I said, it's a good one to watch with either friends, dates, or like your family. Just like kind of throw it on and have it there.
I'm taking your advice. I'm gonna do it. Okay, put some King of the Hill on, guys. I'm gonna do it. Okay. What did you when you got the DM from me? What did you think? Because I was like, what do you think when you get those? Well, okay, I'll let you speak. What did you think?
Oh, I mean, I get those fairly often, and to be honest, most of the time I say yes, and then they never get back to me. They're like, "Do you want to be on my podcast?" And then they're like, "Yeah, I'll let you know in a week." But no, I actually sort of my first thought was like, "Oh, I don't have time for this," and then I was like, "Oh wait, I just got laid off. I actually have plenty of time for this."
Awesome. Okay. Now we turn the tables onto you. What questions do you have for me?
I guess what? So you said that this podcast was like started because like it was partially inspired by me. What like was the thought process for putting it together?
Okay, so I was like, I always find people that like talk about like nerdy things and like could just go on and like detail of like you talk about the character development, how life is, and what stuff that you could put like certain like real life things and articulate. And I was like, I want to be like that, and I was like, oh, I would love to be like. That's why I ask people how to do things and stuff like that because I love to learn, and I love to be like out of my element or out of my pot, whatever. Like I created like if I don't know anything about something about rights or anything about gay rights or trans rights, I was like, okay, tell me about that. What's that about? Why is that important? I want to know that. But I just don't want to be ignorant to certain things I don't know what I'm talking about or something. I just don't want to be like that. But the power of friendship was just like I want to make friends and talk about nerdy things. That's it. Boom.
Just like a chill little podcast to
chill podcast. I was we could talk like real stuff or whatever. But I was going to have a great discussion about like people that know something more than me or smarter than me. I'm like, you know what? I want to learn about your passions and stuff like that. It's cool. It's always good to see people talk about King or like something that they love. It's like you have like a glow towards you when you talk about King of the Hill or your TV show. I'm like, damn, you really like this show. like the videos where you're like, oh damn, and like the comments, I love it. So I was like, I gotta have you on the show. I gotta have you. So
yeah, I think that's a good reason to have a show like, or I mean, not just have a show, just a good perspective in general that like you are trying to learn and be open to new perspectives and new ideas as opposed to just wanting to be an echo chamber.
Yeah, because podcasts, like, I kind of hate, like, the podcast sphere of, like, dudes sometimes. But it's like, I don't want to be like, but I just want to be, I just like nerdy podcasts, and I want it to be, like, different and just stuff people care about. I mean, it's just nice to see people talk about things they like, you know? There's a real world out there. We're going to talk about that, too. But, like, I just want to, like, from people that, like, can talk, I can talk sensibly about stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't ask for much. Yeah. Oh, any more questions?
Yeah, actually, it's something else I was supposed to ask. Now I cannot remember what it was. Oh, I was just gonna say, I think also the fact that it's sort of it's a very. I feel like a lot of podcasts are really like high stakes. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they treat themselves really seriously, and like it feels like everything is like. First of all, you got to wait until like literally 15 minutes of ads and like recaps and all kinds of stuff to just get to the actual content.
Yeah.
And it's second of all, they just are constantly like referring old episodes and like it's just a jumbled mess. YouTube's
Yeah.
the same way. That's why I'm kind of scared to start YouTube because I feel like I'm going to turn into one of those YouTubers that has like 15 minutes of stuff.
I think you'd be perfect. Like, your shorts should probably kill it. Your shorts should probably kill it on there.
So I've got my
Like,
shorts on there. They actually don't do very well. They do okay on Instagram. Yeah, they do okay on Instagram. They do not do well on YouTube.
oh my god, your stuff is so good. What the fuck? Yo, it's so good.
It's got to be the algorithm because the comments are usually pretty positive. You know, occasionally I'll
Yeah.
get kind of a trolly one, but usually they're like, "Oh, this is an underrated account. I'm so glad I found you." Blah blah blah.
Yeah, you're like one of the ones that should be like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this is gold. Like, like maybe YouTube, you have to do like a full on channel, like a King of the Hill thing.
Well, I'm going to. Like I said, I have that channel, Late Night Saturday Morning, and supposedly, maybe now that I don't have a job and I have time, I'm gonna start making long form videos.
Yeah.
There's a reason that I got started with short form stuff. I think if TikTok didn't exist, I probably would not be a content creator right now, most likely, because the short form is just so much easier and like holds my attention span way better. And I talk really fast. So.
Yeah, you even cooking. I'm like, yo, damn, but you're really good at it. Yeah, like there's sometimes like I'm like, you're really good. This is made for you. I think that's crazy. Like you shouldn't the YouTube or something. That was easy. It's like it's quick and fast. You can go to the episode of King of the Hill, whatever. You just go pop, and I don't know, like you keep me interested in King of the Hill. It's cool. It has been a minute. It's been a minute. But yeah, but hey, you're really good at it. I don't know why. Like that's crazy. You gotta be. You're very. Do you have merch?
I thought I actually just opened a Cameo like 2 days ago.
What? Okay.
I guess this is my official announcement that I have a Cameo now.
Let's go.
Besides that, I don't really have merch. I have toyed with the idea. I just don't know like exactly what I would sell or like make or anything like that.
Damn, that's cool. I want to carry out. I don't know what I would do. I was just saying, happy birthday will be for sick. you you can sing though. You can do a lot. You're very talented. Is there anything you can't do?
What can't I do? I'm not very good at dancing. I like to dance, but I'm not very good at like organized dancing.
But that could be taught. I'm sure you can be taught that. You know what I mean?
Well, they certainly tried in middle school theater.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, you could. I'm sure you could acquire that skill. Okay. You can sing. They go hand in hand sometimes. All right, that's cool. All right, cool. Any more questions?
No, I don't think so.
All right, cool. All right, we always ask, what are you watching and what are you reading?
What am I watching and reading? Okay, right now I am reading Emma by Jane Austen from my book club, which is very dense but quite good if you can understand what the heck is going on. I recommend reading it with like a guide. And then I'm also I'm watching Futurama. Nathan what's his name? Nathan Fielder's The Rehearsal, which is last episode is coming out today, and it is so good. I so recommend it. Honestly, I just like finished a bunch of really good stuff. The Pit is also super good.
Okay, damn, I'm gonna start that.
And Common Side Effects was also super good.
Okay. Oh. Okay, I've seen that. That show's good. That show's good. That show's heat. What do you watch? What do you read? Oh, what do you listen to? Yep. What do you listen to?
Right now, like I said, Marina is a big one. I'm going to Bonnaroo this summer. So I'm listening to like artists that are going to be there. So Olivia Rodrigo's going to be there.
What's Bonnaroo?
That's a music festival in Tennessee.
Oh. Oh, Tennessee? Okay, nice. Okay.
Yeah, little known fact about me is I love music festivals. Yet I've never been recognized at one. I think because I don't wear glasses usually, and it's like a park kind of thing.
Wait, you don't wear glasses? Wait, you
Well,
you
not
con-
I don't. No, I don't. At music festivals, I tend to wear contacts.
Oh, damn, jealous. I need to get contacts. I kind of, it's not like, I want to cosplay, like, wear a Spider-Man mask. I'm like, fuck. And I got my glasses on. It's the worst. It's the worst. The worst. Okay. All right. Dope. Okay, cool. All right, nice. I'm listening to, what am I listening to? I listened to Spice Girls today. Working out. Spice Girls. Christina Aguilera, working out. The Mulan soundtrack. Tarzan has been on, Lilo and Stitch, some bops with Lilo and Stitch. I'm watching, I finished You. I want to read it, but I'm like, a little nervous. And I watched anime. I watched Dragon Ball Daima. Finished that. I finished Inuyasha. I finished what else I finished? Big Mouth. And Big Mouth is a little weird, but I did it for y'all. I did it for y'all. But yeah, thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank
This
you for
is
having me.
this has been a very eye-opening episode. I learned a lot about King of the Hill. This is dope. Where can they find you and what you got going on?
All right, so I am mostly posting on TikTok right now, but I am also on Instagram and YouTube. Possibly YouTube long form videos coming soon. So I am
Yeah.
at Koth Talk, King of the Hill Talk, KOTHTOK on Instagram and TikTok, and then Late Night Saturday Morning on YouTube.
All right, listen. Thank you for coming on the show. We always do like, okay, well, damn, I gotta do my plugs too. You can find me at SailorGaze18, TikTok, YouTube, at your mom's house is where I be. I'm all over the place. Shout out to Wolfpack for sponsoring us. I got a sponsor, guys. We got a sexy backpack now. We have a sexy backpack now. It's beautiful. Yep, I love it. They have all types of backpacks. Never be average, always be a wolf. That's the slogan. That's what they always say. Oh, oh! Anywho, that's it. We always do this thing like give advice for the day, or somebody owe you money, watch a show, you want to say a comment, whatever you want to say to the world, tell them. Tell them, Mary. Tell them.
I think you should remember that taking care of yourself is a gift to yourself, and your body, your white blood cells want you to be healthy and happy, so you should do it for them. Eat breakfast. That's my takeaway. Eat breakfast, or whatever meal is coming up next. Eat it.
Do it for the white blood cells. Do it.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. Do it for the white blood cells. If you could copyright. You put your shirt. Do it for the white blood cells. That's your shirt. That's your shirt. Do it for the white blood cells. It's crazy. I like it though. I can see it on the shirt. Thank you once again. Thank you. Tap in, hit the like button, share button. Follow Marianne. I'm gonna do all this nice stuff, but yeah. Bye. But wait,
Thanks.
don't